I don't think you should go into Oshinoko blind. Let me cook. This thing on? Cool. I'm a weeb, so a good night for me is coming home, throwing down my stuff, taking off my shoes, dressing down, laying on my bed, opening up my laptop or desktop, but laptop in this video, and binging some anime. Normally, I would go further beyond what the anime streets are talking about, but sometimes the streets be cooking a little bit. So when Oshinoko came out last year, I tapped into the first episode, just like I'm sure most of you did as well. And I kind of already knew what this series was about. I read the first 5 chapters of the manga, and I saw most of the videos online. And yet, the first episode still felt like I was a first-time viewer, cementing in my mind that this anime was going to be something truly special. Going into a show blind can be one of the best experiences, but Oshinoko has such a gripping concept, execution, and overall story that doesn't matter how you get into it, it just matters that you do. And it seems anime fans around the world would agree with me. And now that the second season is in full throttle, adapting the best arc we've seen so far in the story, I want to go over how and why Oshinoko has taken over anime. Walk with me here, because we're going on this journey together into the world of anime's biggest idol. Oshinoko is a manga turned anime illustrated by Mengo Yokoyari, the pen behind series like Scumwish, and written by Aka Akasaka, the brain behind Kaguya-sama Love is War. The series is about... Okay, where do I even begin to describe the plot of this show? Doctor and his favorite patient dying, you were born as twins of their favorite teenage idol, and now must navigate the entertainment industry as secret Nova babies, where they meet several other characters, exploring the hardships and dedications it takes for one to participate in the visual arts. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks. Don't mention it. And this is the first hook of the show, because the audience starts off immediately asking questions. How were they reincarnated? Will the twins ever tell each other or anyone about their past lives? What happened to their old family members? And the biggest one, who is the father? In the name of Aqua and Ruby Hoshino, you are the father. It's these episodes and more that are laced throughout the entire plot and keeps you clicking that next episode button. Now, you've seen the videos telling you that Oshinoko is a great depiction of the behind-the-scenes world, but honestly, I don't think that's what makes the show so great. In this day and age, great depictions of various topics is fairly easy to find if you know where to look. It's not necessarily about being a good representation, but how you go about it. And Oshinoko stands out because of its character writing. From the first episode, first scene, first spoken dialogue, character introductions, etc., you can tell one thing. Akasaka knows his characters. This is not just a story that is being written as it's going on. These are not just character arcs that are being explored for the sake of the arc. From every character's first introduction, you can see both their red flags and green flags, and it gives the audience a sense of familiarity with the character they just met. Instantly, you're attached to this person on the screen because the character writing of this show feels so human. Of course, with that anime touch, like blushing scenes and ara-aras, because you're marketing it to weebs. Ai, the idol mom, starts off the series lying, or being caught in a lie, giving you insight into her character that lies out of love, while still discovering what love is herself. Aqua starts off the show caring for others, his future twin sister. Weird, right? Giving you insight that this guy is constantly motivated by his personal affection for others. Ruby starts off idolizing a celebrity, showing us immediately that this girl lives in her dreams and fantasies. Kana, best girl, is introduced as a smug child, extremely dedicated to her work, showing us that she's a very passionate person. Akane is introduced as the exact opposite to Kana, not smug, but very meek, yet just as dedicated to her craft, literally setting these two up as rivals before they're ever on screen together. From Mem, Miyako, and even the director, the character writing, more specifically the dialogue, is so expressive in this show that you find yourself immediately accepting certain relationships without Akasaka having to write full fleshed out arcs about how they came to be. Take Ruby and Kana. Even before they had their heart-to-heart at the end of season 1, I still found myself invested in their dynamic just from them watching Aqua participate in a reality TV show. So when Kana officially joined the group, I found myself saying, hell yeah, because seeing these characters bounce off one another was entertaining enough. Almost as if they were both entertainers born to share the stage with each other. Akasaka, you fucking genius. This dynamic can be found in all the relationships in the show and gives way to hilarious comedic bits like Aqua and Ruby convincing Miyako they are possessed, romantic moments like Aqua and Kana's relationship starting because he outshines her, drama-filled scenes like Akane showing off how good of an actress she really is, and so much more. This writing style allows the story to not waste time on lengthy character introduction episodes. In fact, there is no wasted screen time in this anime, and I think that's due in part to the fantastic character writing of every single character. More specifically, alright, so far in this video, I've done a significant amount of subliminal Kana glazing, so I'm just gonna come out and say it. Kana Arima is by far the best character in this show and my absolute favorite. And that says a lot because, like I said before, Aqua, Ruby, Mem, and Akane are all great. But Kana stands above them because I'm a sucker for a passionate tsundere. From Taiga to Inuyasha, even most recently Sakura from Windbreaker, the tsundere character has always stood out to me, probably because I get how hard it is to be emotionally honest with yourself and the journey it takes to grow out of it. A once rising child actor now trying to reclaim some sense of relevancy, Kana is stubborn beyond belief and can come off a little too forward just like most tsunderes. Yet, she's a little different. It's not like she's denying her romantic feelings or coming to terms with the state of her dying career. She's accepted it all. The good and the bad. And yet, she doesn't give up. She knows that she's in a failed live-action adaptation. She knows people think she peaked in childhood, that her parents don't really support her and think she can stand on her own, that no one from her fellow actors to casting directors expect anything great from her. Yet, she shows up giving 120% and adapting to the needs of every single production. And I don't know if you noticed, but as a small content creator myself, who no one is expecting anything from, to see Kana give it her all, even though the world is looking somewhere else, is something just so relatable. Because it's something I and a bunch of other small content creators I know do with every single video. It's why I take forever to upload. I'm working hard, I promise. And Kana does this simply because she's passionate about acting. And even those who are doing better than her career-wise, like Aqua and Akane, can see the value in that. Whew. Yeah, I just dedicated a whole section of this video to Kana. I regret nothing. And I know I said the depiction of the behind-the-scenes world isn't the main appeal of Oshi no Ko, and I still stand by that, but my God, does this show do it so well. If you're a creator of any piece of written media, then this show gets you. If you don't know, I'm a filmmaker. And the first rule of filmmaking that I was taught is anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Basically, prepare for the worst. Morbid, right? But it's true, and this is where Oshi no Ko derives most of its drama. From being on the set of a project that you know no one cares about, to the complications between actors, all the way to the original creators wanting to rework the entire script when you're already in the middle of production. These are things that have actually happened to me in my career, and boy are they stressful. Because people are people, and sometimes groups are hard to work in, but you have to get the job done. But at the same time, there are so many clashing ideas, and everyone has an opinion on things that is not their job, and then somehow it gets personal. I think I brought forward a lot of repressed memories. Give me a minute. And I appreciate Oshi no Ko for writing this so well, because when everyone is passionate, you find out that passion tends to clash with passion. Even smaller things like changing a character's demeanor is something manga fans complain about all the time when their favorite stories are being turned into anime. And this is just one aspect of Oshi no Ko's drama, because I haven't even touched upon how it blends its supernatural reincarnation plot with the drama of the Japanese entertainment industry. It's a lot, and it's fucking amazing. But there is one last reason I believe Oshi no Ko hit the community as hard as it did, and still does. And that's because of the staff working on it. Director Daisuke Hiramaki and his team at Doga Kobo are on fire with this one. From the decision to make the first episode adapt the entire prologue to the explosive color palette of Season 2's first episode, every creative decision is elevating the story to new heights. Anime has the ability to turn the most mundane tasks in reality into the most hypest of moments, making its audience feel as if they just won a war. I mean, just look at sports anime like Chiaro Furi. And Oshi no Ko is no exception, as the anime uses its visuals to great use to either explain a certain topic, enter the mind of the characters, or express just how good some of these performances really are. The art is incredible, the character designs are so detailed, the sakuga is something out of a dream, and the OPs and EDs have raised the bar forever of how good anime songs can be. Cause we all know we were banging Idol and Mephisto for months when they came out. Don't lie to me. And Don't even get me started on the genius visuals of the second OP. This is where I want to leave this video off, talking about Oshinoko-Ko's legacy. In a previous video, I said this show will submit itself as one of the greats of this current era of anime, and now that the second season is out, I still stand by it. 20 years from now, when people look back at this current era of anime, Oshinoko is going to be a name they bring up often, and that's because of everything I discussed in this video, and so much more. Now, I'm an anime only, and I have heard some things from manga readers, but I'm going to stand on business and trust Yokoyari and Akasaka because they haven't let me down yet. Famous last words, I know. Oshinoko is a show manga readers predicted to be a hit, a show that is still currently a hit, and a show that will always be a hit. And truth be told, there are so many reasons behind that. But whether you think that's because of the concept, the amazing first episode, the character writing, Kana Arima, you know I had to do it, or the stellar production, I think we can all agree that at the very least, for right now, this is anime's biggest star. Let me know what you think about Kana Arima, Oshinoko, in the comments below, and don't forget to press that sub and like button. Thank you so much to our Patreons who get exclusive benefits, and make sure you follow us on socials and Twitch, because we stream. As always, my friends, thank you so much for watching. I'm RJ Lane, and this has been On the Rise.